children were found. Booked forecast tonight at 6 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and it's a cold one out there, Bill.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool night tonight. A lot of places will drop into the 40s, some of the outlying spots into the 30s, and because of that, the National Weather Service has a frost advisory in effect for northern Oneida County, Lewis County, northern Herkimer County, and Hamilton County. These areas could drop into the 30s, and there could be some patchy frost. So if you want to keep around any sensitive plants, you'll want to cover them or bring them indoors tonight. This does not include the Mohawk Valley. It'll be a chilly night tonight, but we will stay far away from frost in the lower elevations. The current temperature of 61 degrees. Again, a cool start to September. It is dry out there. We have, again, a mix of sunshine and clouds. We'll track that patchy frost tonight. Beautiful stretch of sunny weather is expected, and it does warm up. It's going to feel a little bit more like September again as we head throughout the week, with temperatures back into the 70s. In the 50s this evening, so again, pretty chilly out there. You might want to grab a light jacket if you're going to be planning on heading outdoors. We are tracking some nicer weather ahead. Look at the forecasts coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking a chilly night tonight. Temperatures are expected to fall into the 40s and 30s, and there will be some patchy frost in the coldest pockets of central New York. A live look in downtown Utica, a temperature of 62 degrees. It's been a cool day, much cooler than average, and we're looking at temperatures tonight to fall into the 40s and 30s. Remsen down to 38, Old Forge 36, Boonville 37. Any place that falls into the 30s could have some light patchy frost first thing tomorrow morning, and this could affect very sensitive vegetation. So that's one of your spots, and you want to keep those plants going. You're going to want to cover them up or bring them indoors tonight. We will not be dealing with this for the rest of the week. Across southern valleys, temperatures in the 40s and 30s. A couple of spots in the southern valleys could briefly dip into the upper 30s tonight. Richfield Springs 38, Cooperstown 39, and Herkimer down to 45. I think the Mohawk Valley will stay free from frost tonight. I'm not worried about the valley, but areas outside the valley, especially those cold pockets, again, could briefly drop into the upper 30s tonight. So you look at the radar and satellite image. Again, things look pretty quiet. Clear skies, and that will be the case here throughout the remainder of the week. And with that being said, it's great weather to cut the lawn. We're looking at a dry and sunny stretch of weather here throughout the week. Our MoCast is looking good. This is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Skywatchers checking in. Again, cooler numbers this evening. Clinton 63, Whitesboro 61, Barneveld 62, Fairfield Sandy with 62 degrees, and Deb and Hartwick checking in with 57. Radar and satellite image, a gigantic dome of high pressure is moving in. This is going to give us several days of sunshine and dry weather. It looks beautiful, and it is going to gradually warm up as we head throughout the week. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 40s and 30s, clear skies. Beautiful tomorrow. It warms up pretty quickly. Where we start out in the 40s, we'll be in the upper 60s around lunchtime and near 70 in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, again, it's chilly, but it won't be quite as cold. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. And then Wednesday, it warms up. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s with plenty of sunshine. Tonight, chilly, 41 in town, outlying spots in the 30s, patchy frost in the outlying spots. Sunshine tomorrow, a beautiful day, 70 for the high, very comfortable. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Beautiful weather throughout the rest of the week. Sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And unfortunately, it doesn't last into the weekend. Showers return Saturday and Sunday, and some cooler weather with highs in the 60s.
I was just doing some research because I was curious myself. The last time we hit a temperature this low, I believe it was back on June 16th, if that sounds right.
I did not do my homework on that. So that would be a good guess.
That would be, yeah.
That would be a good guess.
I believe we hit 44.
Yeah, I have to go through the files.
I knew you would probably have an answer, or would be able to find it.
It's Labor Day. I didn't want to labor too hard.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you very much, Bill. Coming up next on Bill Curtis.
Good evening, Ben. Good evening, everyone. We're tracking a chilly night tonight. A frost advisory is in effect for higher elevations north of the Mohawk Valley, including the Adirondacks, Hamilton County, northern Herkimer County, Lewis County, as well as northern Oneida County. These areas could see some patchy frost tonight. Areas outside of the Mohawk Valley expecting temperatures into the upper 30s overnight. If you want to bring in plants tonight to protect them, sensitive vegetation, again, with temperatures in the upper 30s. So live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The weather looks quiet. We've got a clear night ahead and again a chilly night. The weather looks really nice for the remainder of the week. We've got a big dome of high pressure that's going to keep us dry and sunny throughout the week, and it does warm up. Temperatures are going to climb into the 70s here throughout most of the week. And in fact, it'll feel a little bit more like summer again as we look ahead. Chilly tonight, overnight lows in town down to 41. But again, we are tracking some chillier weather in the outlying spots. Nicer weather ahead, though. We'll look at the forecast coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. We have a couple of traffic.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A chilly night ahead. Lots of places are expected to fall into the 40s and 30s. Some of the outlying spots could get cold enough for a very light frost. We're talking about areas like Old Forge and Boonville under frost advisories tonight. Remsen down to 38, Camden 39. 44 in Utica. I think the Mohawk Valley is safe from frost if you live in one of these spots that drops into the upper 30s and you're concerned about your garden. It's not too late to bring in the plants or cover them up. Sensitive vegetation. Not a fan of these chillier temperatures. Morris down to 39, Cooperstown 39, Richfield Springs 38, Herkimer 45, Canajoharie 46. Again, stressing that the Mohawk Valley is not expected to see any concerns here for frost tonight. We're looking at clear skies, a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The weather remains dry. We've got a big area of high pressure that is going to be taking over our weather, and it's going to give us plenty of sunshine and dry conditions. The weather looks great. If you have to cut the lawn, you can pick whatever day you want. Morning time, we might have some dew on the ground early, but that should dry out pretty quickly. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are good days to cut the lawn. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Big dome of high pressure is going to move into our region. Initially, it has brought in some of this cooler weather, but as it departs to the east, the wind direction changes into the southwest, and we will see a significant warming trend over the next several days. We're going to go from this early fall feel to more of a late summer feel by the end of the week. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Skies remain clear tonight. Again, it's chilly. Overnight lows drop into the 30s and 40s. We're looking at lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures climb into the upper 60s to near 70s, so warmer than today. The weather remains clear tomorrow night. It's not as cold. We won't be dealing with frost tomorrow night. On Wednesday, it's looking warmer. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s, a very nice day with light winds. And again, that warming trend continues throughout the rest of the week. Tonight, chilly, 41 for the overnight low, and that's in town. Again, outlying spots into the upper 30s. Sunny tomorrow, a beautiful day, a high temperature of 70. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, lots of sunshine. It's close to 80 by the end of the week, but then the weather starts to change. Another area of low pressure moves in, and it brings rain on Saturday and Sunday, along with cooler temperatures, with highs returning to the mid to upper 60s.
Coming up next, a statue memorial.